So here it is, February, and for 6 months I have failed to do anything that I have dreamed about. I did write some goals down, and I haven't captured any of those yet. So I've got to try harder and get more focused and get more discipline. My discipline is still lacking, and it's tough. So it's hard to break bad habits, and I don't know what I'm going to do other than just continue to attempt to succeed. So um, I'm going to try to focus on planning out every day. I need to get my time management down and get these goals set and plan out everything. And I need to go to the extreme. Basically, since I lack my discipline in that area, since I lack the discipline and the know-how and all of that, I think that's basically at one side of the spectrum. So I need to push myself to the other side, to the full planning side of the spectrum, so that I can try to find my middle ground or where I'm supposed to be. Um, it's the only thing I can think of right now. But like yesterday, I tried working on one of my face converters, getting that built, and I got it hung on the wall, but wasn't able to get it finished. So I need to plan that better, find switches, and it's tough. Life is hard, especially without a goal, without plans, and I'm just ending up nowhere. And I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not making any progress, and it's really irritating. So one of the things I'm also struggling with is addiction to sugar. I'm always craving Mountain Dew or energy drinks. I'm not exercising either. And that was one of the things I wanted to focus on was waking up every day to work out. And my basement being a mess and stuff scattered all over and blocking all my equipment just doesn't give me any energy to get down there and do it. So I've got to figure something out, and I hate this house. I hate where I'm at. Um, there's just so much that I dislike. I don't like my vehicles. They're always breaking down. And then a couple weeks ago, there were two cars coming down the road. They hit each other, and then they split off. One hit and totaled out my car, and then another one hit my orange truck. So luckily I had three vehicles, so I was able to drive my red one still. But it's kind of annoying right now, and fun stuff. So to get my phase converter working, I've got to get a switch, but I need a 80 amp disconnect is what I'm looking for. Also, those are kind of pricey, around maybe $100 to $300 depending on where I find it and if I can find one. I could use a relay, which I'm leaning more towards. So basically, you have a relay, which you can use a smaller switch, and then I can run it off some contacts, and that may be the cheapest route for me. So, but I'd have to find some contacts that are upwards of 80 amp. Possibly, I think I could get away with 45 to 50, even 60 amp would work. But it's just on that load or when I turn the machine on, that really hard start is going to possibly draw upwards of 80 amps to get that the planer running. So I don't know if that would ruin like a 45 amp rated, but it's only for a couple seconds, so I don't know. What else do I need to do today? I need the wiring for my Powermatic motor. Let me show you guys this. This is my, right here, big motor, Powermatic. Came off a 72, or it came off a Powermatic 72 table saw. So it can be used on the Powermatic 66. So there's a guy down Alabama or Louisiana area who wants it. So I've got to get that wired to a switch or a plug so that I can plug it in, run it, show him a video of it running. So I'll have to get that done today as well. It's a 3-phase, 7.5 horse motor. I've got the 7.5 phase converter going, so I can run that. I can just plug it in since there's no load. It will be able to start a 7.5 horse motor. I haven't shown you this yet. I got that all de-rusted. This is the coin press, CMC 230 ton. So that was a project I worked on as well last week. So I really want to get that up and going, get one of those coins done. The biggest obstacle right now for me is not having my planer running, not being able to use my radial arm saw. I'm really tired of not being able to cut wood in half, cross cut lumber. So I've got the miter saw, but it's a really pain in the butt to just bring that in and out of the shed all the time, every time I need to use it. And there's really no room in the garage to keep it set up. So I've got the radial arm saw, so it's like, why am I not using it? That kind of thing. So also, let's see, for today, I do need to work out at some point. I should do that first. Since it's supposed to be my big goal and my priority, I really should do that now. Maybe even 15 minutes would work. What else today? So I need to file paperwork for the insurance company. So one of the vehicle insurance companies are saying that they're not at fault. And I believe that they both were at fault. It was extremely icy that day, so the roads were a sheet of ice. So as both vehicles were coming towards each other, they were in the center of the street. They met on both passenger sides of the vehicle hit. So this is the way the traffic was supposed to go. So they ended up crossing and hitting passenger side. So they both were on the wrong side of the road through this S bend. The car that was coming this direction smashed, bumped up, and hit the white car, and it ripped. I didn't get pictures of the car that was coming this direction, actually, for you guys. So there was the car coming in this direction. They would have hit, boom, bounced up, and this one hit my white car, totaled it. This one came down and hit my orange truck. So the cars were going so fast on the ice that when they collided, it ripped this car's passenger side fender, bumper, hood, and then it just ripped that axle in half, like pushed the tire back. So it went from here to flat. I guess, I don't know, perpendicular to the car, ripped the axle in half. That car still had enough momentum to hit my Toyota and total it as well. So the car coming the other direction, after colliding and getting its axle ripped in half, was going so fast. After that, it still continued to slide on the ice and smash the other side of her car into my truck. And main damage on my truck was the tire, and the wheel took all the damage from that, or most of it. I think there was a little bit of scratches on the bumper and fender. So I'll show you my security camera barely caught it. So not the best footage, but good enough to show what happened. The one insurance company are saying that they're not at fault. However, the speeds of those vehicles that day, I believe that they both were at fault. So I've got to file paperwork with the Indiana Insurance Complaint Bureau, and I did it for the Allstate, and Allstate got the paperwork as the other day, and I have to file it with this company now. So what they will do is make sure the insurance companies are not trying to get out of their responsibility like this guy is doing. So gotta get that filed. Nice. Smells like water. Welcome to my messy basement. Why is that? Yeah, how am I supposed to use that machine with all that stuff piled up, huh? I just went to Kirby Risk to try and find a disconnect switch for my phase converter. They don't have what I'm looking for, so I've got to figure something out to do else today. So but kind of hungry, so I'm gonna mess around in my dirty fucking kitchen and see if I can't cook some food. Egg sounds easy and fast, so I think I will do some eggs today. I should probably add cleaning the kitchen and house to the list of things to do today, since I've been pretty lazy lately. Making a mess already. Pardon my addiction here.
Oh, okay. So when you wanted to change this stuff,
Yeah.
it just didn't look right.
So I ended up just taking the original and tracing it onto a piece of paper. That way I had a lot more control over it.
Yeah, fresh out of the 1700s.
Very barbarian.
But I mean, these designs are looking great.
It's actually fresh out of the 1800s, the 1860s to be exact.
Well said, Will. Look at how beautiful that drawing is. You have some incredible talent with a pencil. That's very, very nice. How's that wax smelt out going, by the way? Toaster oven's outside?
It is outside. It's been melting out for an hour and 45 minutes. I think we've still got some wax left in there last time I checked.
30s is like raining. Not about that life. I think it should be moving up this week. It's gonna be like mid 80s all week. Stable weather. We could catch some mondos. It's kind of a shot in the dark.
Where would I find some tracking?
I've got a lot. There's some in there in the day box. Yeah, we're sitting in 4 foot of water. Yeah, just gonna start with the old spinning setup out the gate. Are you gonna throw a moving bait? Yeah. What are you?
I'm gonna throw off. Wouldn't good.
Okay.
What are you throwing?
I'm gonna just throw some shade. There we go. I was kind of waiting where we'd actually see something underneath the water. Oh, I can actually see though. Out there, I was like, man, what is going on here? Oh, you don't have your sunglasses.
Yeah, no, I'm at the car.
That's going to be interesting.
Where I packed them? I thought I packed them.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to go and get you some today because there's no way you're going to be able to sight fish. Ton of bait in there. Tons of bait in there. Wow, there is a bunch of grass here.
Are working, baby. Said it once and said it 100 times. There are just things that happen with boats, no matter how new they are. We adapted, we overcome. We're gonna put the little dealios back on here, and this baby's ready to dangle now. We're gonna head up north. We're gonna go fish cold water lakes, or a cold water lake, deep lake. We've been kind of going to some smaller lakes lately, going after largemouth. It's been good, but today I want to try going after some big water fish. The conditions are good. It's not very windy, so it's good to get out on the big lake. I want to try fishing some deep water with some blade baits and some spoons. Just your typical